Hello and welcome to Wallybois, and in this video I want to show you how to sharpen a billhook, such as this one here. But I hear you say, what on earth is a billhook? Well, a billhook is a tool used to pleach a hedgerow. Oh, you're still confused? You want to know what pleaching is? Well, pleaching is, what's the name given to the layering of a hedge? It's a technique to layer a hedge. And basically you'd cut the tree halfway through, or a little bit more, and then push it over. And where there's bark and, well, a bit of cambium layer still left, well, it provides nutrients to that piece of tree, and it creates more vertical shoots, creating an impenetrable hedgerow of blackthorn, hawthorn, or hazel, or other species. So I'm going to show you how to sharpen this billhook. Now, I've been playing with it already. Yeah, I have, because it's been sat on my wall, well, taking on a bit of moisture, and it got a bit pitted and rusty. It's literally, literally just sitting there. It's starting to go a bit rusty coloured already. You might see a bit of a tint. So what I tend to do is, before I do anything with my billhook, because I want to be using it soon, because we've got some hedge layering to do, because we've got a bit of a rewilding project, and, well, I want to layer some hedges as well. So I tend to first polish it up using an angle grinder, but not with a grinding disc in it. No, I use this. This is a flapper wheel. And basically what it is, it's got loads of its emery cloth, all set at an angle and bonded to this wheel. And this was an 80 grit, but it's actually probably about 300 grit now because it's so flippin' worn. I've had it ages. But it's a good tool. And it is. So first I'd like to mount my billhook into a vise, such as this one that I've mounted onto this old anvil here. So, it creates a bit of weight behind it. Allows me to, hold it about, really. So, hold it. Stop it moving about. You know what I mean? Holding it about. Where did that come from? Anyway, I'll carry on. I did give it to school. That was a long time ago. So, what I do is, use the angle grinder very carefully, polish the surfaces, the flat surfaces, but I also use it to grind the edge from here through to there. And then I flip it over the other way. And you can do it by removing it or just flip the whole thing over. Now, like I say, this little vise here is attached to this anvil, which does work a treat. And this old billhook is a cruise design or pattern in French. In France, that is. I'm happy with that, that's good. As you can probably see, it's got a bit of a shine to it, you see. Now, you might think, what? Why would you want it all pretty and shiny? Well, it's got nothing to do with being pretty, because look at me. Do I give a damn about being pretty? Do I look like it? No, I don't, because I don't give a damn about being pretty, no. But what I do give a damn about is friction, and where it's rough, it will have unnecessary friction, which isn't very helpful, no. Now, I sharpen this using, I like to use diamond. I know it's a modern way of doing it, but I like to use diamond because it maintains its shape. It doesn't get big dips in it, like this stone here. That's well used, and it's rounded. That's never going to sharpen your billhook to anything worth having. Definitely not. Plus, it's too coarse. If you are going to be hell-bent on using these little water stones, hence that's why I've got them in some water over here, such as this one. This one isn't so bad, but it's reasonably flat. And the motion you'd use, now, you can keep it in here if you like, or you can do it, by holding it. If you're on site, that's what you do. It's a bit like Gordon Ramsay, but don't swear, no. You like that. and you're pulling it away from. So you start close to the blade head, and as you bring it, you're bringing it away from the edge. But also, I start with it fairly flat on the side like so, and until I feel the edge. So I don't end up going around like so. No. So I'm following the side of the profile of the actual stock of the bill hook until I can feel that edge, and then I carry on. And I'm a woodworker, and I sharpen things all the time. That's how I do this anyway. I'm sure other people do it other ways, but I wanted to be able to shave my fur on my hands or my wrist or something like that. So you can do it like so, and then you go in the opposite direction, keeping things still. Then you push it into your belly as you do it to stabilise it. I tend to use the vice because then I've got both hands free when I'm using the diamond sharpeners, and I find the diamond sharpeners are much faster than using any whetstone and more accurate. That's my feeling. Some people might disagree. You know, there's like traditionalists out there, which is fair enough. You know, if that's what you want to do, I'm not going to blame you if that's what you like. You know, that's what you're doing. So anyway, this is a medium diamond. Is it medium? Not medium. Yeah, the medium. Which I think is about 1,000 grit. This one here, I think, is now 2,000 grit. Does it say on the back there? It doesn't actually say, unfortunately. And these are DMT, and they work really well. And if you've got a diamond, not diamond sharp, a bill hook, that's a curved bill hook. Let's say this is a Curious pattern, which you see is almost like 90 degrees at the bottom there. But some of them are more sweeping shape, so they're rounder, more of a curve. I still wouldn't use a round tool for it, no. I look at the curve and think, well, maybe this one's too wide, get a slightly narrower one, and use that. But I wouldn't use a round sharpening stone. The reason for that is, well, it creates this roller coaster on the edge. So effectively, what happens eventually, you're going to need to flatten it off, make it straight again. It's not very helpful. You lose so much material if you've got to keep doing that. So don't use round ones. You like those cigar, they're completely round cigar shaped whetstones like these, but they're round and they're tapered on the ends. I quite often use things like scythes and stuff like that. They're rubbish. Not a good idea. No. So you go one way, you're creating your burr, go that way, create a wire edge, and then you go the other direction. Now, this area here, where you've got this bend, you might feel happy using a round diamond sharpener just in that area, like so. Because you don't want to damage the edges of your diamond stone by constantly trying to do a concave curve. And pulling away all the time. So I'm not just going along, I'm pulling away. Now if I was in the field, I want to sharpen my bill hook, I'd literally just have that. That's what I'd use. And I'd hold like so, and I'd sweep up one way and back down the other way, and just keep doing that. Backwards and forwards, like old Gordon Ramsay would do while he's effing and blind. And but you be careful you don't end up doing this. So you end up blunting your edge. And you will create some imperfections doing like this. But you can correct that in the workshop. When you get home and you can set it in a vise, you can correct any errors that you've made for using this during the day. And make sure your tool then is nice and sharp then for the following day's work. Now, whenever I'm using my hand saws, which I sharpen myself, I always make sure they're sharpened before they are put away. Because that'd just be annoying otherwise. And this is a much finer one. So doing the same again. So I prefer it in there, in the vise, because then I can concentrate on what my hands are doing and not worrying about the blade. It might take a bit of sharpening. You might be a couple of swipes, or it might be 100. It really depends. Now, if you've got any damage in here, what you can use is your painting anvil, such as this one, and using a ball peen hammer, such as this one, you can actually bring material if you've got a low area, for instance, or a little bit of damage, you can bring material to the edge, and that'll improve the edge. So let's put it back in there. We're nearly there. Now remember to be careful, and obviously wear safety specs like I am. Now, it takes a bit of work when you get to this sort of really fine sharpener. Some people might say, why do you need it that sharp? Well, you don't really, I suppose, not for that job. A lot better to the weight. Oh, it's coming there. It's getting there. Right. A bit low there. Now these are DMT. Now you get all sorts of brands of these things. Also, some of the Chinese ones are fine. This is Chinese, just cheap and chips. I think like $5 or something. It's really cheap. Whereas these things are quite expensive, these DMTs, for what they are. Now you can get even finer edge on there if you use some cutting compound such as this one. What's that cutting? This is paste. This is sharpening paste for honing. I've got a strop which I can't find at the moment, a leather strop, and you can really give that extra little bit with some paste. Anyway, let's see what that's all about. Always be cautious when you're running along a blade edge like so, because obviously you can end up slicing yourself, and that's when it's most dangerous, because I've already cut myself. Okay, let's bring it on the edge again. Oh, I know how sharp that is now. Is it any sharper? It should be. It's been sharpened that. There you go. I'm quite satisfied with that, really. That is sharp enough. But can it actually shave my hair? That is debatable. We don't know. It might do. It might not. Oh, yes, it is. Ow. Yep, that's doing it. Surprised I'm always doing this. I'm surprised I've got any hair on the back of my hands as it is. I don't know if you can see that, but you probably can't see that. But it is doing it. You can just look at the back of my hand. I've kind of shaved it. Can you just see it? See it, or just it's overexposing. Well, I would say it's pretty darn sharp. But it could be a bit sharper, I suppose. But anyway, I'm quite happy at that. I think that's plenty sharp enough. Like I say, it can, you know. Yeah, that's sharp enough, isn't it? For a bill hook, for Christ's sake. Remember, this is dry timber. It's not what do you call it? Green. No. So anyway, there you go. That's how I sharpen my bill hook, and it works a treat. Just don't attack it with an angle grinder. No, not with a with a grinding wheel in it. No, I was about to say diamond, but I don't think you can get angle grinders with diamond wheels. Or can you? I don't know. Well, of course you can. Cut in stone. Don't use that though. No. Yeah, I'm happy with that. That's plenty good enough. Plenty good enough. It could be a little bit sharp, I suppose, but there you go. So anyway, that's how I sharpen my bill hook, and yeah, I'm quite pleased. Anyway, don't forget to click like and subscribe, and maybe that little bell icon, because then you get a warm fuzzy feeling in your pocket every time I upload another video. And why not check out our merchandise store, where we have things like t-shirts and that. And we're doing more and more designs all the time. And if you've got any ideas for designs for a t-shirt, let me know. Leave it in the comments down below. Okay. Well, it's time for me to go, so I'm going to say ta-ta from Wallybois.